Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, 2 points. One's kind of a touch and go, and one's a little more substantive. So touch and go, as it relates to border adjustment in particular, our committee has really struggled over the past several years dealing with anti-base erosion rules. I mean, really struggled in a very unsatisfying way. The Obama administration really struggled. Section 385, which you're very familiar with, redefining debt and equity, doctrines that had been well placed for 40 years. None of them work. The attractive thing about border adjustment is that it works. So if all we're doing is lowering the corporate rate and flipping to a territorial system, it creates a huge incentive to put IP out of the country, and therein lies the rub. I know you're on top of it, we're on top of it, but that's one of the things that we need to get to. So that's the touch and go. Here's my real point. We've got to sort out, and this, you and I had a discussion last week, just to continue to highlight this, the capacity at Treasury and the U.S. Office of Foreign Asset Control as it relates to Iranian terror. Iran, as we know, is the world's largest state sponsor of terror. They don't repudiate it. They don't walk away from it. We could reconcile the relationship if they came clean and stopped it, but they're continuing to do that. As you know, there's large commercial aircraft companies, Boeing and others, that are determined to sell to the Iranians, notwithstanding the bad activities of the Iranians. Can you speak to that, to your current review, your current understanding? And from my point of view, and I think most on the committee and most in the House, you've got the authority, you individually, as the Secretary, have an incredible amount of authority to fix this and keep us safe and to make sure that the world's largest state sponsor of terror does not get access to commercial aircraft which are fungible and can be used for military purposes.
Well, let me just comment that one of the most important parts of my job is on anti-terrorist financing. And I'm probably spending 50% of my time on what we call TFI at the Treasury, Terrorist Financing and Intelligence. These tools are absolutely critical. They really work. In the case of Iran, there's no question the sanctions are what brought them to the table. I believe we could have gotten a better deal with them at the table. We will use everything within our power to put additional sanctions on Iran, Syria, and North Korea to protect American lives. And I can assure you that's a big focus of mine, and I discuss it with the President. As it relates to the licenses that you're referring to, yes, it is correct that both in the case of Boeing and Airbus, there are licenses that will be required, and they are under review.
Thank you.